I'm here with Dr. Rob Ford. We're talking about the advice videos for elections and voters. Question 5. Where you live determines how you vote. Assess this claim with reference to Britain and America.
Okay, well, the way you're going to want to start with this question is the evidence. The question is making a very strong claim, and you're going to need to assess the degree to which that actually plays out in practice. Are there systematic geographical patterns in the voting behaviour of British and American voters? How strong are the differences between localities in the way that they vote, and how persistent are the geographical patterns that we see? Is there really evidence of a sort of long-term geographical structure to the vote in these two countries? And once you've considered that evidence base, you can then move on to thinking about the mechanisms that might account for this kind of geographical difference in voting. You may want to think about things like the social networks that voters are embedded in, the local conditions in the areas where they live, the social identity of particular places. Does the local culture or the regional culture, the regional history play a role in explaining the voter preferences and the priorities of people living in it? And finally, you also want to consider the issue of party activity. Could different areas vote differently, in part because different parties are active in them, different parties have different levels of support within them, different levels of activism within them, and so on. Then you want to also consider the issue about competing explanations. Is this a story of places influencing people, or is it a story of people influencing places? Are the geographical differences actually individual differences due to people's choice of where to live being influenced by other factors that are politically relevant, like their class, their wealth level, and their attitudes?